If you want to know how you can build a Rominimal breakbeat kind of track, this video is perfectly for you, because in this week's video I break down the key ingredients I think are necessary to build up a groovy Rominimal breakbeat track, you know. So in this video you will see where the sounds are coming from, what plugins you can use, what plugins I tested, what synth for the bass lines and whatnot. If this sounds interesting to you, keep watching. Now before we jump into this week's video, I quickly want to mention my soft but snappy Rominimal Ableton Live kick template. It's basically a drag and drop little Ableton Max for Live device that has macros assigned. It's a stock plugin actually, you know, it's not built by myself, but I put it together so you can quickly adjust the kick, because oftentimes I found that the kick on some level doesn't fit perfectly into a track anymore as soon as I add new stuff to a track, for example synths or bass lines especially. So I have it handy there, and I have a beard hair in my fucking mouth. So you have it handy and can really customize the kick to your needs, to your wants, to your taste. So if you want that, grab it for free on the link below. So now let's jump into this week's video. Let's jump over to the screencast. Thanks for watching, thanks for your time, it means a lot. Hope you enjoyed, hope you get inspired. For this week's video I want to talk a little bit about a track that I came up with, more by accident I would say, because I recently tried out Roland Cloud and I love those classic machines, I have to say. Let's play that track quickly, breakbeat style track I would to call it, so have a listen.
I was afraid at first. I put my hands right over the opening I created only hours before, pressing my skin to the rock. I bent it carefully open. Again, there was not even a flicker of a response. I hadn't really expected an answer.
And so on, right? So I hope you like it. Personally I really like it, so let's break it down quickly here in a basic way, most basic way. I try to explain it to you, and if you want to see more in-depth stuff from this specific track, please let me know in the comment section. So yeah, first thing is, those are the main drums, right? Those is coming from TR-606 classic drum machine, you know that, right? One key ingredient of course is the bass drum, right? If we just play that in solo, it's not a straight 4 to the floor bass drum. Right? It's not like this. Right? So we go more with the off notes. You can experiment with that. Second one, of course, snare drum in that case. Right, completely different vibe. Just playing a little bit with the off notes. This, by the way, is a preset, right? A pattern lo-fi pop on the 50. So this is key ingredients number one, I would say. Kick and snare, and I like this TR-606 kick. I love it. And then of course bassline. Nothing fancy, nothing special. As always, I use MD Snake, and you can select here the range that it should play, right? And I always go to the lower end for bass lines, and then I simply hit random. I go to gate, and again hit random, and then I play around with the shape, so the playback direction, also up here. And if I don't like the notes, I adjust them here or either in the triggers here, right? Very simple, and that's how I came up with this simple bass line here. And in order of sound, this is the Podolsky from UHI. I showed you this already in the last week's video, but this is a freeware tool, by the way, right? And yeah, just played a little bit with the cutoff filter, I guess. Resonance. Nothing crazy. Some simple hi-hats here. Straight hi-hats. I mean, not straight, but you know, again, nothing crazy here. But what is crazy is this chain here, maybe. Right? And for those hats, I call it Ruffin hi-hat filler machine, and basically it's a filter delay, right? Simple filter delay with an auto pan, and I'm filling in the dots, right? And this gives a lot of groove, right? And I also delayed here the left channel a tiny little bit. You can see minus 1.56%, just to give that little groove a little bit more. Without it, with it, it's very subtle, but I think you can hear how it grooves better. Those are little details. Right? Very simple, but very powerful in my opinion. So we have the bass line, we have the kick, we have the snare covered, we have some hi-hats covered, and here I have some drums here, Reactor 6. This is aerobic, I guess, yes. And this is just some, I call it glue drums, because they play in the background a little bit, right? Also, lots of swing here. Actually can send them to a maybe a reverb. Don't like the reverb because it's too long, too big for this for those drums, I would say. But anyway, you probably can send them to a return channel. Now here, what I run it to is Tantra, and also a little EQ after that, so I don't want to have low end in there. And you hear the effect, right?
Pressing my skin to the rock, I bent it carefully to open.
Without.
Again, there was not even a flicker of a response.
It's very subtle, but something changed in the background. Then next thing, in this track, again, I tried out Roland Cloud with those classic machines, and here's another one for more percussion kind of things here, right? Very simple, nothing crazy. I sent it to this Tantra. Without Tantra. It also has a little bit of reverb and stuff, together with the TR. So this plays more in the background, this one also. Then we have the hats. Right, gives a little bit more drive. And then we have another classic drum machine, also percussion style here. Actually don't need this one, right? The shaker, some bongos, I guess. Yeah, very percussive stuff here. And by the way, here's a little hack if you use Ableton 10. You can right click on those pen buttons here, and then you can split them, right? So you can split left and right instead of just going this. You can actually make more like a triangle, right? And I found this is really helpful because you can narrow the stereo field a little bit better. Right? Because this is very right heavy. I'll lower it here. Have it more in the middle, more centered. Yeah, and then vocals, of course.
Who are you?
This is sampled from radio station. Simple chorus on it. This was a happy accident, honestly. I just turned on the radio and sampled it. The radio is a plugin, by the way. And this thing came up with some nice effects built in already.
I wasn't worried. Knocking to the rock.
Here, right?
Who are you?
Then here I have recorded audio. This is another freeware tool, Zebralet. Played a little bit with this oscillator effect. So I basically played live, tweaked live, and recorded it, right? That's what I came up with. Without losing drive. Then we have more synths here. Zebralet again. Some Tantra behind it to complete it together with this one. I actually copied the MD snake that triggers that sound to this one and change the snake shape, playback direction, and some notes here and there. Yeah, I basically always duplicate a channel when I like it, and then I tweak it to create something new out of it. So it is kind of a evolution of the old one, and I believe it fits better together if I do it that way, you know, copy it and then adjust it and bring it to a next level or to another levels, kind of, if this makes any sense, right? And then what else do I have here? Here's a little pad, Zebralet again. Because I'm testing this plugin here, it's a freeware plugin. I mentioned this in last week's video, right? Nothing crazy, just to add some texture, background stuff a little bit in a tonal way. Out. You can't barely hear it, but it's there, right? To add a little bit background texture, to fill up the track a little bit. And yeah, that's the whole purpose of that. Or Zebralet, what a surprise again. Sending it to a reverb, to a delay, and also to Tantra, of course. That's the effect. And yeah, last but not least, another little synth channel here, Zebralet. What a surprise, right? To complete the other ones, especially this one. It's almost like a layer. Yeah, and that's it. Basically all of it. Not too crazy. It's also not finished. It's just in the beginning phase, and then over time I will add for sure, I think, another pad, evolving pad here and there. And yeah, those are some ideas. And I also, here's a little bonus tip, I always use this notepad on the master channel. Whenever I have an idea, I simply put it down in the project file itself, so whenever I have an idea I can come back, or I open up the session later, I have it handy right there and know where to start if I feel stuck, you know. Sometimes I have no idea, so I simply put up the notepad and see, maybe I had written in something in there. So yeah, this is a little bonus tip. Maybe you already do that, maybe not. If not, I highly recommend it, because it's a nice little inspirational trigger, I would say. So yeah, hope you like it, hope it was helpful, and yeah, let me know in the comment section what you are currently struggle with, so I can make a video out of it, hopefully. And yeah, let me know what else I can do for you in order of videos, because sometimes I feel uninspired by doing videos, right? I just sit down, okay, what should I do with this week's video? And yeah, it actually helps me to hear what you struggle with, and then I can see what I can do. And yeah, thanks again. Share the video if you like, if you think other producer friends will benefit from this, inspire them maybe. And thanks for your time. So let's sum it up very quickly. Number one, of course, kick, right? No straight 4 to the floor kick, but more playing it in the off field of MIDI files, right? Also the snare drum in that case, TR-606. Then we have hi-hats. In that case I added a filter delay to add special groove a little bit. Then we have other drums. that play in the background as a glue element. Then we have two other drum machines running. One is delivering more percussion kind of stuff, and the other one serves kind of a another glue element, I would call it. And then we have all the synths that give some drive, some effects, and some vocals, of course. And that's already all building blocks for to start the Rominimal breakbeat kind of track. And I would recommend checking out those Roland Cloud drum machines. I really love them. They also look very cool, right? I need to be honest with you. It's fun to play with them. And the kick, man, that sounds so amazing in my ears. I don't know. But maybe I'm biased because of the beautiful user interface. It looks classic and whatnot. Maybe I'm biased, honestly. But anyway, hope you like it. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment, like the video if you like, and hope to see you next week. And download the free kick sample if you like, the free kick template if you like. That's it. Thanks for again. Cheers.